Oh,
Oh.
oh. Okay. So these are
Oh.
the three letters.
Mm-hmm.
First one is O. Second is second. I would say is A, and third
Eh,
one is O.
oh.
Okay. So
Okay.
these are three letters, and then we can start from very first letter. That is A. A.
Mm.
The first word is
Oh.
anvenda. That means to use. Anvenda. So that is
And
verb.
then the.
Whenever you want to write
Okay.
verb, in and this is infinitive form of verb, or you can say original form of verb, and you can
Mm-hmm.
change it later on to make a present tense and past tense. Next is
Okay.
unstalled, employed, unstalled,
Understand.
and second is bay. So first word is bro. If someone asks me how are you, for more, so short answer is bro, good.
Bro.
And the
Mm-hmm.
third is bus, bus, and here we
Boo.
have bahum, behind,
Button.
bahum. Okay, and the next is
Mm-hmm.
say, say can be also
Say.
pronounced as a K, but we just focus here with S sound only right now. Centrum
Okay.
is city
Mm-hmm.
center, cycling, cycling,
Sentence.
circula, that means circle, and citron, lemon, citron. And the next letter is they.
Mm-hmm.
So first example here, dolik,
They.
bed, dolik.
Dolly.
And the second is dok and
Doctor.
damir. So
Mm-hmm.
this is a plural noun. Singular form would be dam, lady, and damir can be, plural form here, noun. And the next is a. We cannot pronounce it e. It should be
E.
a. First example is et, after shom. Next one is after shom. RS.
Application.
RS, whenever we find together, it is a she sound. We can learn these pronunciation rules in lesson number 9. So
Mm-hmm.
right now we can just focus on particular. Whenever you find R's together, you can pronounce she sound here. Eftasham
Okay.
because eller or a leave, student,
Hello.
a leave.
Mm-hmm.
And next letter is like English F. Fool,
Mm-hmm.
ugly, fredag, Friday, femme, 5,
But.
and furlough, furlough, sorry. So that is very common word in spoken language. Whenever I want to apologize to anyone, I would use
Mm-hmm.
this one. Furlough, okay,
Mm-hmm.
because this is A with one dot is O technically. That's why for load. Sorry. Next is
Mm-hmm.
gate. So we can
Okay.
pronounce first one is good dog. That is greeting. That is
Mm-hmm.
very common greeting. I can use in the day from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Good dog. Good afternoon. Glad. Happy. And that is glass ice cream. Next letter is ho. Again, we
Oh.
have here first greeting. Hey. Very common greeting to say hello.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I have eye contact with any person, it can be a stranger, it can be a familiar face. So I would say, or maybe the other person say, hey, hello, and hetta. That is again a verb in original
Mm-hmm.
form, in infinitive form. To find something, hogar, right. Hogar, hor. Hor is an interrogative word. Hor mordu, how are you?
Mm.
So next one is here, e. It should be
E.
E. So first example is here E, and next is inhuner, engineer, inhuner. Next letter is J. It is not J. We should pronounce J.
Ye.
So first
Mm.
example is here Ya, January, Yaka. And next is Ku. We can pronounce like K. First is noun, klocka, clock,
Mhm.
comma. That is a verb. Jag kommer från Sverige. I come from Sweden. And next is coffee, coffee. After that, this letter is quite similar to English. L, lycka till, good luck. Lärare, teacher. Lärare, lärare. So we have here three sounds. A, A, E. That becomes lärare, teacher. Lampa. Next letter you can also pronounce like English. M, minute, math, and milk, milk, milk. And next is N, ne. Ne is new and nai is no. Before that is nera, near. And next is O, onsdag, oost, home. And after that you can pronounce letter P. First
E.
one is penga, money. And next is very common verb, prata. Jag pratar svenska. I speak Swedish. Jag pratar engelska. I speak English. Pojke, boy. And the next one is ku. We have only one here, kata. Er, rig, back, rig. Ringa, that is also verb. Ringa mean family. I call my family. Ret, correct. Ret. And next is reek, rich, reek. And next you can say S. First one is example. First example is here. Second, swore. Again we have here O with one dot. Swore, difficult.
Mhm.
Snälla, please. Very common word in spoken language. Snälla. And whenever I want, force this word, snälla.
Mhm.
Next letter is the. First one is thak. Most used word in thak. Like I would hear
Mm.
everywhere this word. Thank you. Thog, train, and two, two, and this letter is the, t,
E.
the. So next you can pronounce here u, u.
E.
So first example is ursäkta.
Mm.
You can start this letter with o, and when you want to finish the sound, last 30% sound, you can add u, or you can say I don't want to say clearly u, e, e. So first is
Mm.
ursäkta. Again, very common word in spoken language. You can use, to start conversations. Ursäkta, kan du hjälpa mig? Excuse me, can du help me? And USB sticker, USB stick. And next letter is V.
V.
Vecka, weak, vacker, beautiful, vacker. And välkommen, welcome, välkommen. And next letter is V, double V. We have here
W.
one example with double V, that is web sida. website, websida.
Website.
And next one is here X. Don't find words that start with X. So next we have here G, G. So first example is jirke, occupation, yacht, yogurt, seta. You pronounce it like S in Swedish. Zebra, Zimbabwe, and Suma, to zoom. And lastly, these three umlauts. First one is O.
Oh,
Example is over, year, osk, weather, thunderstorm, osikt, opinion, osikt. And the next letter is A,
oh,
A, Elska. Elska is a verb, jag älskar. And we have here noun, äpple. And the last letter is O, all,
oh,
beer, oga, ora, and over swimming, flood, over swimming. Okay.
okay.
So these are 29 letters that we can use in Swedish. Next, we can
Mm-hmm.
have a very basic comparison with English. First is verb comparison.
Okay.
You have only one verb that you can use as subject in Swedish. In English, we change, verb for third person. He, she, it, you place S-E-S in present tense. But here I have same verb. Jag cyklar, I cycle, han cyklar, he cycles, we cyklar, de cyklar, they cycle, du cyklar, hon cyklar, ni cyklar. In all these examples, we have personal pronouns. You can also write here nouns, Akash and Mari, you know, Ali and Anna, singular, so they would have same. Singular noun, plural noun, so they would have same verb. That is a plus point. We have quite simpler form for verbs. We don't need to change based on subjects. So second comparison is here about tenses. If you want to make past indefinite in Swedish, that is quite similar to English. I cycled, D, jag cyklade. So we have they at the end. There are four situations where you can make with the, jag läste. We call them voiceless consonants that we can learn later on. The next comparison is here with different tenses for same verb. Jag dricker, I drink, present tense. Jag drack, I drank, that is past tense, past indefinite. Jag har druckit, perfect tense, I have drunk. Druckit, here is a third form, like in English, drunk. And jag hade druckit, I had drunk, that is past perfect. So there is no continuous tense in
Right.
Swedish. We have nine tenses. In English, we have 12. So they have
Mm-hmm.
sort of similarity, here with English, and we can learn them, by comparing in English. Next is word order. If you want to, make sentence, universal rule is that we write subject, verb, and object. Han lesser and book. He reads a book. So that is simple. There's no, complete any confusion here. But whenever we want to write sentence with with adverb at first position or with object, then we need to make sure that your verb is on second position. Means we can write sentence with non-subject. Subject is not at very first position, but still verb cannot change its position. It should be or it must be at second position. Like here, ibland, lesser, han and book. Sometimes he reads a book. Ibland is here your adverb. and lesser is your verb, and han is a subject. So I would write object also at the very first position. En book, lesser han ibland. Sometimes he reads a book. If you don't write subject at first position, it should be after verb. So that is something we don't use in English. So we can learn that again later on. Right now we are just comparing. And the last comparison is about vocabulary. More than 1500 words are borrowed from English in Swedish. They have same pronunciation. If you pronounce them, you would realize that I have maybe learned that particular word, before. Boycott, freelance, tourist, conservative, and we have here hamburgare, nummer, okay, nu, discriminera, that means to discriminate. Interview, tuf, fracture, trainere, potatis, fisk, and jogging. So we have some sort of similarities here in terms of pronunciation. Definitely they have different spellings, but pronunciation can help us to understand them easily. So this is our first lesson where we compare Swedish with English, and also we revise letters. Meanwhile, we can also use this book, Rivstad Ein plus Atvo, that we can use after going through at least 12 to 13 lessons. And we will cover 8 chapters from this book. There are total 20 chapters. We cover 8 chapters in A1 and 12 chapters we cover in A2. So that we start almost after 10 to 12 lessons. We have base now, and then we can easily revise these chapters, and we can also listen them. You can share audio files for these chapters, and it can help you to pronounce, to improve your pronunciation. So this is our first lesson. If you have questions, you can let me know.
Can you send me this PDF so I can read again?
Yeah, yeah. Every PDF that we will go through, I will share.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Okay, okay, sure.
Okay. Mhm. Okay. Okay then. Okay.
Okay, 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 okay,
Okay
okay,
then.
okay,
Bye bye.
okay, okay, sure.